Hello, my name is Melissa Smart, and I'm the Litigation Group Manager and Senior Counsel at the Illinois Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission. I'm here today to talk to you about the ethical pitfalls of online reputation management. With the growth and prevalence of online website review services, attorneys find it beneficial to maintain and monitor their online presence. In order to do so, though, attorneys must be mindful that they do not violate the rules of professional conduct. To that end, I have developed 3 tips or tricks attorneys can use in order to help them avoid the ethical pitfalls of online reputation management. The first tip is to not engage in deception in order to bolster your online presence or reputation. Rule of Professional Conduct 7.1 prohibits an attorney from making false or misleading communications about the attorney's services. To that end, I have 2 cases to discuss with you in relation to attorneys who have been professionally disciplined for making false or misleading statements online in order to bolster their reputation. The first is the case of Svetlana Sangari. In that case, a California attorney was suspended for 6 months for photoshopping her image into over 50 celebrity photographs and then posting those images on her website in order to drum up business. The celebrities that Ms. Sangari photoshopped her picture in with included George Clooney, Kim Kardashian, and even President Obama. For this misconduct, Ms. Sangari was suspended from the practice of law for 6 months and was also placed on probation for 3 years. The second case, with respect to false or misleading statements concerning an attorney's services, is the case out of South Carolina by the name of In re Danette Dickey. Mr. Dickey was an attorney with less than 2 years' experience, fresh out of law school, who stated on LinkedIn and other social media websites that he had over 50 practice areas that he was an expert in, and also had litigated cases in federal court and other jurisdictions when in fact he had not done so. As a result, Mr. Dickey was publicly reprimanded in South Carolina. The second tip for avoiding ethical pitfalls in maintaining a good online reputation is to not disclose confidential information. Rule of Professional Conduct 1.6 prohibits an attorney from disclosing confidential information related to their clients. We have a recent Illinois case discussed this matter, and that is the case of In re Betty Samus. Ms. Samus was an employment lawyer who agreed to represent a client in order to obtain unemployment benefits. That claim was ultimately unsuccessful. The client went on Avvo, the online attorney review website, and gave Ms. Samus a negative review and stated something to the effect that Ms. Samus had accepted a $1,500 fee in order to do something that was prohibited by Illinois law. Ms. Samus responded to that review and stated that is false, and then went on to disclose confidential information, including a statement which indicated that the client's own conduct in beating up a female coworker had led to the failure of the unemployment claim. This was obviously a disclosure of client confidentiality, and for that, Ms. Samus was reprimanded. And the third tip in avoiding ethical pitfalls in online reputation management is to consider whether responding or commenting on an online review is even necessary. Consider, for instance, the Streisand effect, which is the phenomenon wherein attempting to censor information online just leads to it being more widely publicized. In the case of Barbra Streisand, she attempted to stop online photographs of her home from being distributed online. In an effort to do so, she filed a lawsuit against the photographer. Prior to the lawsuit being filed, the pictures of her home had only been viewed online approximately 6 times, 2 of those times by her attorneys. After the lawsuit was filed, the pictures were viewed over 400,000 times. So in order to consider the ethical pitfalls and avoid the ethical pitfalls of online reputation management, consider that often discretion is the better part of valor. So those are the tips for avoiding the ethical pitfalls of online reputation management. If you have any other questions about online reputation management or other rules of professional conduct, please feel free to consult the ARDC website at www.iardc.org. Additionally, the ARDC maintains an ethics inquiry hotline wherein attorneys can contact our office and ask a hypothetical and anonymous ethical question, and staff attorneys from our office will provide you with guidance. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call the ARDC offices, and we'll be happy to help you.